Also,
from
home to the professional pants shitters, U.S. Professional Pants Shitting League.
Oh, don't worry. We can get all into your new job with the Department of Natural Resources when the show starts.
I'm sorry. Never mind. Then I retract every word that I said so far.
You know, it was just about to start, and then I played the wrong song again. Yeah. Let's turn that down. All right.
Easy, is it, Fidd Chewley?
It's not necessarily easy, but is it, in retrospect, hard?
I'd like to say that I did not consent to any of this to begin with. I am not engineering any form of production tonight. I was going to say entertainment, but I've never produced any kind of entertainment. But I will say that all this is off my hands. Fidd Chewley, Mr. Supersphere. He's like, oh, check it out. I can do time for the show. Watch this. And now here we are, just wriggling like a worm. You know, I'm a natural born button pusher, and tonight you got to be the button pusher. Sounds more like you're a bit of a knob slider. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do.
That's what the women say.
Is a new live episode of Time for the Show, and we've got the full crew. Doktor Faux, hi, how are you doing? And
I'm eating edibles. That's how I'm doing. I'm eating edibles, and I'm going to play Nintendo because I don't have to do anything. In fact, I'm gonna. Yeah, in fact, everybody can have. Yeah, there's my friend code in the Discord at discord.timefortheshow.com. Just go ahead and friend me up. Let's play some Mario Kart, bitches.
What are you, Danny Shoggoff, hoping somebody cooler comes around?
Oh yeah, all the cool kids play Mario Kart.
I did not wrestle myself out of my hangover coma to be treated like this, okay? I got a lie on my mind. I'm trying to run the board for the first time and make sure all the levels are good and push all the right buttons. And I don't have my head and my ass wired together. And I'm trying to be funny, too. And we just got out of the gate. You guys already get me.
The gay and gate.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the let us know there in the chat how the mix sounds. But
yeah, we're way too busy to do any kind of sound checks. You guys do it for us.
Yeah, my favorite.
You'll make it work. You'll make it work.
Oh man, I was going to do my whole old intro about the future capital of the former Spanish Empire, and you did. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even remember what I did. Well, that was on the air.
Shit, I don't know. I'm just here. You're Captain Brother, man.
Maybe we're not even on the air.
Well, I'm sure they'll be quick to let us know.
Maybe I should push the enable live broadcasting button.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's nice. Now my wife's going to show me memes. My wife is showing me memes while I'm doing the show. It's just like old times. I heard a disconnect.
Oh, that was Cosmac.
Oh, yeah. Man.
We're not on the air.
Martha Artha is typing. We're not on the air, but I heard us.
Oh.
I heard us.
Are we?
That's why I said do the show. Because I could hear me through the headphones. Did you click the on-air button again and then disconnect us?
Well, is it...
Martha Artha says, oh, you're on the air all right. Did you click the button and disconnect us?
No, it's green. The on the air button is green. I don't know what that means.
If I didn't have a 3-year-old and I was watching so much Paw Patrol, I would wish I could tell you I didn't know what green means, but I can't.
Well, here we are, everybody. We're back from a hiatus. A little hiatus.
We've used this time to really improve ourselves. take on new skills and challenges.
Well, as most know, we did take a lot of time off to film the Time for the Show, the movie, which is now completely in the can and in the editing process. And Cosmac is kicking ass, working his ass off editing it. And Fox is as well. They keep telling me they'll have it ready within 6 months. I'm like, woo! But either way, it should be out in the year 2023.
Oh yeah, it'll be done.
And we're not going to let you guys watch it, but we promise to watch it and tell you all how funny it was.
We'll release to you the audio commentary tracks, and then you guys can just pretend that you can see how great it was.
Like a lot of people,
is here.
A lot of people release DVDs with the extended director's cut, but what we're going to do is we're going to release the extended director's cut with no actual cut, just commentary first. Then, after listening to the commentary, you will be put on a special list for the potential, just the potential, mind you, to buy the movie.
We will film ourselves watching it and let you guys watch that. Is that fair?
That seems fair to me.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. Everybody,
I'm not gonna watch it. I've already watched like scenes 1 through 11 5 times, and I don't want to watch this movie. You watch it.
Oh my God! So this you and Peas are gonna have to carry the show tonight. I set up the board and everything. And once again, here I am on Free Think Radio, massively hungover, and I just don't have it tonight, fellas. It's on you.
Well, what?
I crapped myself again last night.
When you hijacked my system, you didn't grab my show notes. You need me to go get the show notes for you?
Well, I was going to tell the story of how I shit myself while you. Yeah, give me those show notes. Give me those show notes. I'll talk about crapping myself.
If I was doing this show, I would talk about crapping myself.
Well,
Well, no, he shouldn't, because I've got a great clip that we could set up for that, but I don't have access to it right now with the way that I'm doing things.
Because you're not engineering.
Because I'm not engineering. If I was engineering, I could totally share a fantastic clip. You know what? Maybe I'll tell you what. We could lead into. I'll put it on the Patreon.
Describe.
So, Fidd, give us the teaser. Do you want me to, or do you want Fidd to?
Well, just describe the clip. Don't actually do a clip. Just describe it.
It's a good clip. I would say it's a great clip, and probably one of the best. I've seen a lot of clips in my time. This is one of the best ones.
This is a good one.
Well, it's an outtake. From filming Time for the Show, the movie, and there's a situation where Fidd...
It's an outtake from the montage, right?
Yeah,
from the montage.
Fidd has to endure a little incident that happens on set, and the repercussions that follow. And there's a great story that goes along with it. It's very dramatic. It's probably the best part of the movie, and it's not even in the movie. Not even in the movie. I should just re-edit the whole movie about this. But yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. For everybody that gave to the Peace Cancer Recovery Fund, I wanted to say that it was a complete success, and that we have recovered Peace's cancer. And so we thank you for that. It was
under the couch the whole time.
But we made it work. We figured it out. Did you save your tumors? Did they give you your tumors in jars, Peas?
No, but I do have a shitload of like staples that held my guts in.
Oh, you should take those back to the.
Along with a bag of teeth that we were going to give away as presents last year. But
Notice that he says we were going to give them away. I said, Peas, send me your teeth. And he's like, okay, I'll get around to it. I'm like, Peas, send me your teeth. He's like, no, I'm not going to send them. I'm like, Peas, I really need you to send me the teeth.
Listen to me.
No, I don't want to. And now, you listener, don't have teeth.
Yeah, but if you-
the listener, don't have teeth. You don't
Think
have
about it,
Pease's teeth
listener. If
because
I had
Pease did
sent
not
those
send me
teeth-
his teeth.
If I had sent those teeth, they would have been lost in the disaster that became Argus Fox's house. So by being lazy and not sending the teeth, I have saved holy relics to now distribute. So now we got staples and teeth, and it only takes I don't want to say small donation. I think you should give a medium-sized donation to get genetic material from bees, from actual surgeries and procedures. I think that's a $20 a month Patreon contribution. Don't you think, Dr. Fox, to get a couple staples and a real life tooth from the
staples
from the living peas?
$20 gets you staples and teeth.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, no. I think we're looking at the ultra tier of Time for the Show Hypercube collectibles piece. You can build your own piece. It's teeth and staples. You can put them all together. Great desk toys. Amuse the kids. Worry your boss.
I can just hear the boss now. What the hell is that? Oh, that's my friend's tooth. Bound to get you points at the new lunch junction.
I didn't give you. He didn't give me the teeth, kids. I don't know what to say.
But I have them now. They've been rediscovered. They've been rediscovered.
So, Fidd, did you get the show notes?
Did you send it to Fidd or Decoy Fidd?
Yeah.
I sent them to Fidd, and it should be
Decoy Fidd.
Send them to Decoy. Okay, I didn't know which one you were using. I'm just trying. I'm just trying, man. God. You know what I'm saying? Peas, do you hear me?
Yep, it's my second week of not smoking or vaping. Nicotines.
Why aren't you doing that?
Giving it up for cancer.
Oh, man, that was a great tour. That was like Van Halen's tour back in '85, giving it up for cancer.
Yep.
That was a great one. Dennis Leary was there.
I wanted to lose some weight, and I didn't think that cancer would be effective, but it turns out I was wrong. It's super good for losing weight.
Oh yeah, if I ever have to go under the knife, I'm gonna say, let's trim the line for me a little bit, guys. I don't mind a muffin top, but I look more like a scone.
Now I used to have a hemorrhoid before I went in for this surgery, and I think when they pulled the pieces of colon together to tie them up to replace the part that I'm missing, I think they pulled all of the hemorrhoid back inside because it doesn't seem like my butthole has a hemorrhoid anymore. It's like regular butthole shape. So
they took out
another
so much of Pease's colon that his mouth is actually directly connected to his asshole now.
Well, it always was.
Which actually is a very interesting situation when you think about that. With the mouth directly connected to the asshole, no organs in between, that means every time he burps, it's also a fart. That means every time he blows the guy, it actually counts as anal sex.
And that's how babies were made. Yeah.
The first time after surgery that I had to fart was on the way home from the hospital. And Pam actually had to pull the car over. We had to get out of the car and wait for the stench to dissipate because that's how ripe it was.
Nice.
Imagine shit, but it smells worse than shit.
Yeah, well, while they're in there, when you go to the dentist and they get that little hook and they scrape like 3.5 inches of that bullshit off the top of your teeth, and you're like, look at that, look. So I wouldn't have to I know. Yeah, exactly. Well, you had your teeth taken out, and now they had to scrape the inside of your colon. Peas. Look at what your lifestyle choices have given you. That's where you've been led. First you give up your teeth, and then you get colon cancer. All I'm saying is, thank God you're not vaping. Oh.
So when one of you jackalopes put on Freethink Radio, I think Martha, Artha, and Hazel the Windmills are gaslighting me. They're like, "Oh no, you guys are definitely on the air." Gaslighting. And I was like, "Are we?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're on the air."
Trust me. Is that what they're saying? They're saying we're on the air?
They're saying, "Do you trust me? You're definitely on the air," which sounds very suspicious.
Sounds like a lie.
How long ago did they say that?
yesterday.
Oh yeah, so we're really tearing it up. I'm glad that we can come back after 7 months and live up to the same exact fucking standards we set over 200 episodes ago.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get
a testament. This is art.
Cowboy outfit.
Dang it! Nail this show to the wall because it is art.
This isn't show notes. This is a sentence.
Let's do show.
Oh wait, expand. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh shit, there's a lot of notes here, man.
There's a lot of notes here.
Yeah,
we should have looked at these before we started doing the show.
Let's just go down the list.
Read the list. Read the list off.
It says, in this episode, Fidd Chewley has hijacked the previously scheduled rerun of a classic TFTS episode in order to convince Pease to write bits for the 2022 Super Sphere Holiday Miss Spectacular. He has also locked Dr. Fox out of the show console and is forcing him to play along as the co-host in order to regain access. Yeah. Alright. Fuck you, Fox. You better be the co-host and be funny or I'm not gonna give you your access back.
Now, Fox, where are you doing show at? Are you like huddled outside of the bushes of your house?
No, I'm in the GoFundMe.
The GoFundMe?
Yeah, I'm in it.
That seems cramped.
Well, these are a lot of notes. You want to do a song break and then
what would
do this show that you wrote?
You're the host. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat into the microphone.
Okay.
That's a lot of fun.
All right, everybody. This is a song that we're going to play during the break. It's what they call in the radio business a song break. And then when we come back, I promise you we're gonna do a show. I got Fox's notes here and everything.
He stole them.
Don't forget, we got teeth.
Are you playing the song?
Yeah.
I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me. I'm so bad. How could a person like me care for you? Why do I bother when you're not the one for me? Isn't nothing enough? I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. But where do you belong?
What?
All right, everybody. That was 20th Century Man by the Kinks.
Fantastic.
And we're
choice.
back on freethinkradio.com. It's time for the show. The super spectacular comeback episode. Subtitle, We All Have Our Shit Together. Don't we have our heads and our asses wired together tonight, gentlemen?
Yes, I am the senior administrator of GetYourShitTogether.com. And I'd like to invite everybody to a 3-week free trial starting today. You too can be a successful podcaster like yours truly. Don't you wish that you could be as clever and talented as me? I would like to apologize for speaking any bit of French there. That was uncalled for.
Do you speak the hop-off Frenchio?
Yeah. Spaghettios,
high squad,
ravioli.
You went to high squad.
Baguette. You sitting here, you crusty baguette. I got some butter for your heels. Get it? Because bread has heels.
So what do you want for Christmas, Dr. Fox?
All I want for Christmas is 2 blind eyes.
How about you, Fidd Chewley? Dry pair of pants?
Hey. That, I was going to say that's not funny, but that would be a lie. It was funny.
It was pretty funny.
I shit myself, not only while we were out filming the movie in October.
He shit himself in Las Vegas. So already it just...
What is the total times in 2022 that you've shit yourself? We know of 2, but are there more? Is there a higher number that perhaps is being hidden from us?
2? Wait,
No.
he shit his pants twice in 2022?
Yeah.
When was the other one? Did I miss one?
Yeah. Last night he shit himself.
Oh, I thought we had just achieved another milestone now. Okay, well...
Yeah, no, I watched the game, so I got home drunk. And by the way, the NFL, that's my first blind eye. The NFL, for having games on Sunday. Because, Monday is already the least productive day of the week, but to have a football game on a Sunday and then have to go to work the next day, it's costing the nation billions of dollars in lost productivity. Okay? Because I got home last night, watched the game, got a little tooled up, and then I locked myself out of my apartment, and I had a bunch of Mexican food earlier. So I had to take a shit. I ran out to the dumpster area, and I failed to completely take my pants all the way off in mid-shit. And so...
at the dumpster.
Yeah.
From the streets of Las Vegas to the dumpsters of St. Petersburg.
One time,
Fidd Chewley will shit his pants.
One time, Fidd ran past a perfectly good, almost empty porta potty at an X-Day to a toilet that was overflowing with visible iceberg-sized chunks of shit floating at the surface of it, and trying to hover over it like a Korean kid. And I never understood, why didn't he just use the porta potty, which would, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Hey, let's get back to whatever biz we were doing. But no.
You didn't say plop, plop, fid, fid. You're not going to say plop, plop, fid, fid.
Fid, fizz.
Plop, plop, fid, fid. Look at the fucked up thing I did.
Well... I guess that's pretty funny.
Yeah, earning your engineer wings now. It's hard to be funny when you're pushing buttons. I know it.
It's skin, boys.
So that's my blind eye, the NFL, because they made me crap my pants outside.
That's a good. Well, the NFL's tax exempt, so if we blind eye them, then we get a write-off. So let's go with that.
What kind of beers were you drinking, Fidd Chewley?
was drinking the king of beers, Budweiser, regular Bud, not Bud Light, like an F word. Can we say the F word? I can't remember.
The fairy prince of beers, Bud Light.
Normally, you're a Kaiser guy. You're Heisenberg in it, or Heineken in it.
You know what? Here's why I stopped drinking the Heinekens, because my self-esteem is so low that I decided I'm not worth drinking beer that was shipped from the other side of the planet.
It's not really. It's made here now.
Oh, your rent went up too, huh?
Not only that, but it's like, hey, I'm no prince. Why do I have to have my beer brought in by boat across the fucking Atlantic Ocean? And then, I was at a bar. They didn't have anything I wanted, so I was like, fuck it, just give me a Bud bottle. And I tasted it, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I like this shit. So, yeah.
King of beers.
Well, what it was the Mexican food and the Budweiser, you know, there's still a lot of animosity from the Mexican-American War.
Do you have a bag of Irish teeth in your house like I do?
Irish teeth.
Yeah, I feel like every Irishman should have a bag of Irish teeth. Now, mine are my own, but they still count. But to really have cred, they should be a bag of someone else's teeth, some other Irishman teeth. Like, you want to see O'Kenna's teeth? Come over here, I got him in the drawer.
Well, I tried. Doktor Faux has been hanging out with me. The last 2 times I got punched in the face, he was there. And unfortunately, I all of my teeth are still.
I bring out the best in my friends.
I seen one of those on video.
Yeah, the other one was.
I like it when people beat the best out of my friends.
The other one, Fox and I did acid and went to the Orioles game here in Tampa. They're playing the Rays, and by the way, amazing.
Did you guys root for the
Dome Stadium, tripping balls? It was fucking fantastic. And then we decided to go out afterwards. And remember when I got jumped and those guys stole my hat, Fox?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
But
I gotta say, getting punched in the face on LSD is it's actually kind of nice. It's kind of pleasant,
comforting.
Wake up call.
Yeah, I think it released more dopamine or something because it felt
I do
pretty
have.
good.
I've probably got some Patreon worthy videos from that night, including Fidd's rambling adventures with the prostitute of color, the POC.
Yeah, yeah, those are definitely going behind the paywall.
She was fun.
That's actually, incidentally, what she called her vagina, the paywall.
Yeah, well, that's one blockchain I won't hit.
I got some bad stitches in my belly.
I thought you had them taken out.
Then I had the staples taken out, but I still got these bad stitches.
You should go to Office Depot, and they have like the staple and paperclip recycling tray, and you should go put them in there.
They don't have a staple recycling tray, do they?
Of course they do.
That seems dumb. I feel like staples would rust away after like a year. There's no need for an expensive recycling program for surgical staples at fucking Costco.
Well, not for surgical staples. But you go put your surgical. Never mind. I'm not going to explain this brilliant joke to you.
Okay.
I'm not the host.
You're not Fidd Chewley.
Oh yeah, it's my job to keep the show going. Who's your blind eye, Fox?
People that type like, especially when it's got 2 or 3 extra added M's at the end. Like if like a bus full of terrorists was to blow up outside of an elementary school that only had children that typed in their tweets and emails and their mimeographs, I would turn a blind eye. I've had enough. Who's your blind eye, Peas?
I'm gonna say my blind eye this week is Dan Harmon.
Oh, the creator of The Simpsons.
Probably one of those things. They're all the same. I really feel like this year's episodes of Morty and Rick were really fucking shitty and phoned in.
No, those are the shows. That's the show where the guy's
I
working.
Go back to doing classic Rick. There's a present in my room. I didn't even see it. To Dad from the lawn. Can I open this present in here that says to Dad?
On the radio? That's great radio.
No. Sure, it says I can't.
It's not Christmas yet, Peas. You
What
have
does
to
Christmas
wait.
mean anyway? You know, do you wait? Like, I like to get, if I get a present in the mail, I like to open it that day. I don't like to wait for some arbitrary birth of some dude.
I thought Christmas was when Jesus lost his virginity.
Let me ask you something. When's the last time Jesus Super Christ Superstar put out a decent album? I mean, why are we having such reverence so many years later?
1971?
Yeah.
1999 at least.
Jesus has done nothing since then. And they were a good band, don't get me wrong. They had a bad...
It was a great band. It was Ian Gillan from Deep Purple was Jesus.
Was it?
Yeah. I actually only listened to that album for the first time this year, and it's fucking pretty good album.
The Broadway production or the actual one with the brown cover?
The studio album with Ian Gillan.
That actually, I would say that is, without a doubt, one of the greatest rock albums ever made. Jesus Christ Superstar. It's really good.
Well, it was written by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah.
Who actually, but it was like a kind of a prog rocky kind of thing. It fucking jammed. Yeah. All right. Well, let's not talk about this anymore. It's not very fun.
Right. It is funny though, because I don't think Argus Fox
Riot.
Argus Fox never listened to it, and yet he is, without a doubt, the most religious one out of all of us.
Oh yeah,
fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, he was found in a basket floating down the Orlando River to the Oskomagoski Swamp by an Egyptian family who no one knows how they even got to Florida.
Yeah, I was originally raised to be a bocce boy, but thanks to the liberation of my people by the Ottomans, I have become the wonderfully sexually confused deviant I am today.
Bocce, what an underrated game.
a lot of balls getting hit.
All right, according to the show notes, it says that it's time for my favorite part of the show now.
What's that?
Ice cream?
Well, there's some viewer mails in here.
Bullshit.
We actually got one from Urethra Franklin of Queef, New Mexico, and it says, "Dear Peas, do lesbians eat vegetables?"
Well,
was Terry Schiavo a lesbian?
Here's the thing. It's a sad, sad thing, but as we all know, lesbians went extinct during the Great Trans Crisis.
The occupation.
Yeah, and since then, lesbians have not been sighted in the wild. And so I don't, it's just a difficult circumstance to be in.
For
the ones out there. Yeah, for the ones out there, it's a bullish market.
We're all gonna burn it
because they're lonely. I don't give a shit. I am playing Mario Kart.
Are you
Oh, yeah?
playing Mario Kart during Fidd's testing of the show?
I'm doing so great. I got the high score.
Is that the one when, like, now who's better at Mario Kart, Mario or Luigi?
Fidd, whose peas is Blind Eye?
How come you can say Mario in a regular voice, but when you say Luigi, you gotta go Luigi?
First of all, it's not Mario. It's Mario. And second of all, it's not Luigi. It's Luigi.
Luigi.
It's Luigi.
Well,
That's how
it's true. It's most
pronounced
people
in
know,
its traditional German.
it's like Quasser Diller. Most people get that wrong at the Mexican restaurant. I'll have me a fajita. I'll have me a fajita and one of them Quasser Dillers.
You can never go wrong, no matter what you say, at a Mexican restaurant until you start ordering Modelo's.
Well, you know, what we should do is we should go to like a McDonald's drive-in and just start ordering old menu items. Like, yeah, I'll have a 10-piece Mighty Wing, and then they'll be like, you don't have the Mighty Wing. All right, well, give me 6 McRibs.
Give me 2 hot dogs and an orange juice.
Give me one of them McPizzas. Oh, we only had that limited. Okay, give me a salad shaker. I'm on a McDLT. Can I have one of those? A McTasty.
McJagger.
Now that you've had enough time to consider it.
Give me 6 McJaggers, would you bastard?
Hey, settle down. You're entertaining the viewers. Stop that. Bad piece. Bad piece.
That radiation therapy must have accelerated his humor gland.
Oh, my humor gland.
Yeah, he's into anime now.
The guy could take
Weird.
wearing a dress and everything.
He never watched Inuyasha before, and now it's all he does.
Oh man! Now you're making me uncomfortable.
It's tape.
Okay, settle down, fellas. We got a show to do here. All right.
Yeah, read a mail. Read a mail.
It's tape.
All right. We got another viewer mail here from. Really? I don't even get these, Fox. It says, all right.
Don't ask me. I didn't write them.
You didn't even know we had mail.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that wasn't a great way to front sell it, but I don't know.
Sorry, everybody. This is gonna be great.
Dear
He was surprised at the fact that there was mail to begin with.
I mean, the name is funny, but the question is, I don't know. I don't get it. It says, that's why they call me Fidd Chewley. All right.
Oh man,
says,
you should get a job selling knives because you're sharp.
It says, "Dear Peas, how come my hands still smell like shit even after I wash them with Triology soaps?" And that came from Alabaster Cromwell of Hangnail, Indiana.
Well, little known fact is that unless you specify a non-shit smelling version of Triology soap, that's the default that you get. So it's not shit that you're smelling, that's the fresh, clean scent of subgenius grazing. Brought to you by Triology soaps. The soaps that have 3 ologies.
That rotting smell lets you know it's working. Okay.
People ask me to this
maybe
day.
that was like a plug for Triology soap.
Yeah, people ask me to this day.
Well.
Yeah. People ask me this day where they can get this soap, and the website's down and everything's down.
Well, I guess results may vary, not typical for every user. I mean, maybe this guy just lives in Pakistan, or as Fidd puts it, India's Mexico.
Can you imagine how horrible that must be?
Pakistan is India's Mexico.
But it's north of India.
Actually, the funny thing about Pakistan and India, they're each other's Mexico, as it turns out. Which you don't actually find that in a lot of other places.
While triology soaps, while helpful, may not cure your Middle Eastern finger smell.com.
And for every bar of buyout of triology soaps that you buy,
you fucked up on the radio.
You know what? All right, I'm ending the show. Don't fuck with me, man. I'm at the board now. Okay. I can mute your ass.
It's triology soap, so I'm going to say biology soap because that.
I can mute your ass, please.
Monology soap.
You're going in timeout. As soon as I can navigate to the chat room, you're going in timeout.
The power's gone to his head.
All right, look at that. Peas is now muted, ladies and gentlemen.
100% much better. What's your next favorite part of the show, Fidd?
Wait, I can still hear his ass. It says mute. Fuck.
Yep.
Okay, please.
And I shall rise 1,000 times.
I have restored your microphone privileges for now, but you're on thin ice, mister, so you better get your nose to the grindstone and fly right. We got a show to do here, buddy.
This show's making me want to smoke.
Yeah, I forgot to do that until just now.
I got cigarettes out in the car. I might just go fucking get one.
Okay.
I don't have to do anything. I just have to sit here and be funny. I'm running laps around plebes on fucking Nintendo Land here and running circles around your asses in Comedy World. So I don't know what you guys got to complain about.
When are you going to start the funny part? So we can start.
We're getting there. We have a lot of really unfunny parts that we need to get out of the way first, and then we can do the
tradition.
It's tradition.
I'm gonna get some ice cream and Miller wafers. They make like mini Miller wafers now that are like Millard, and they're super yummy. You should try them. Old people.
You know what you should do, Peas? You should take those mini Nilla wafers and stick them up in your gum holes where your teeth used to be, and then just bite into the ice cream.
They're all healed up though. Do you want one of my? Do you want one of my bag of teeth? Now listen, if I send you some of my teeth and you send me some of your teeth, then we'll each have a bag of Irishman teeth that aren't our teeth, and then that will get us into the lodge.
I'm going to have to find somebody to punch me in the face, because the last 2 times I tried, I didn't lose any teeth. But I'll let you know. By the way, you should auction those things, man. Bulldog to auction. Save it for X Day. Bring your bag of teeth to X Day and give it up from the Bulldog to auction.
I heard there's never going to be an X Day ever again.
Not with that attitude!
Yeah, I noticed the complete lack of air horn blast sound effect MP3 tonight.
Yeah. Well, Astor's not here.
Yeah, and apparently I'm not getting paid for this one, so fuck it. You all know what a fucking air horn sounds like, viewers. Okay, just think about one. Think about the sound of an air horn when we cue you. Okay, it's audience participation. You're all producers.
And you know Fidd's in control because he told you to think. So it's all over now, kids.
All right, we got.
Speaking of getting paid, do the viewer mail.
All right. It says,
I'm sorry that Triology Soaps doesn't work for curry cells.
Aretha Franklin.
Praise Bob and Vagine.
It's signed Agent Lloyd.
All right. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that viewer mail.
Yep, don't do it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
All right. All right. Oh, there's an ad read apparently.
Oh yeah, don't fuck up my fucking endorsement deal. I just got this. This is supposed to be a big reveal tonight.
What?
Oh,
new
there something you want to
sponsor.
say about it, Fox?
Well, I don't have the copy. So
I have the copy.
Are you gonna? Do you want to read the copy?
I think it's time. Did we do station ID yet?
No.
We need to do station ID. You do that. I'll do the copy.
This is a radio station you're listening to.
Fidd. Oh, okay. So Fidd's gonna read the copy. Okay, Peas, you do the station ID.
This is a radio station.
Yep, very good piece. Here's a biscuit, and now a quick word from our sponsor. A paid advertisement for the Jimmy Fallon School of Improvisational Comedy. You've tried stand-up and bombed. Your sketch group has all gone to... is this a screenshot? It's cut off.
Your wife laughs at your penis.
Let me post it into fucking Notepad. It's going off the end of the screen.
Notepads for losers.
Man,
okay,
they're gonna revoke our sponsorship. This is fucked.
Yeah. Just pick up at you've tried stand up, and so Peas, you do the station ID. You do the station ID.
This is a radio station.
.com.
Now, a word from our sponsors. A paid advertisement for the Jimmy Fallon School of Improvisational Comedy. You've tried...
I like Jimmy Fallon.
Your sketch group have all gone to rehab. You can't get through a knock-knock joke without somebody doing a bit about internet doorbells. Face it! Making people laugh is hard work. But it doesn't have to be. Now even you can bring hearty guffaws and belly-breaking laughter without ever having to write a tight 5 again. Introducing the Jimmy Fallon School of Improvisational Comedy. A 34-week e-learning program that shows you how to evoke guttural giggles from scores of glassy-eyed Cro-Magnons willing to pay exorbitant ticket prices to watch you and a group of 17 open mic holdouts pay Duck Duck Goose for 2 hours. Learn how to circumnavigate, quote, traditional principles like setups and punchlines by simply acting wacky and behaving like a spastic teenager desperately trying to convince their parents that their new lifestyle choices are completely sincere. This
Shit myself!
Developed by late night virtuoso and hero to millions, James Beauregard Fowler, in response to a massive demand that he reveal how he was able to command stage and screen, constantly impressing his A-list celebrity guests with his lightning quick witted dynamic prose. Learn fantastic techniques that will propel you to the top of the comedy empire ladder overnight, including, but not limited to, overreacting to everything, playing social media challenges, stealing the moment, feigning embarrassment, slapping furniture, ruining weekend update, executive brown-nosing, blackface, TV VCR repair, endorsing Ponzi schemes, enabling
Mexicans.
child groomers, or you can get your degree in business management or accounting. Or you
Token
can
Mexicans in...
You won't believe how Peas. I'm still doing the copy. You know, the FCC is going to be up our ass again. You won't believe how successful you become when standing on the necks of your predecessors, just like Jimmy. Act now and get our free companion book, Ring Finger. How I nearly lost a digit to my home countertop despite abusing set pieces for 15 years. Don't delay. Late night television won't last long. Order now. Participants in this program are held liable for their own hate mail.
First 3 callers get a bag of Irish teeth.
All right, so we should have a check in the mail there, fellas.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Next time we'll get Peas to read it. In fact, why don't we just copy and paste it to Peas now and just have him read it now? Peas, do you have your teeth in?
Dude, that's genius. If we read it twice, they have to pay us double.
Peas is having a crisis. Peas has to get off the radio. My colon calls.
What? You're
All
not?
right,
Well,
well.
take your phone with you.
Yeah, don't mute.
That's.
Don't you dare mute, please.
I'm doing it. I'm not doing it.
I can override you.
But I have to go.
Oh, come on. You didn't even apologize yet.
Because I can't.
Yeah.
I apologize that I gotta go. But I have
Why don't
to
you go take a shit and then come back and apologize?
Or just shit your pants. Everybody's doing it.
It could take a long time. Just listen.
Don't you want to shit your pants in solidarity with your buddy, Fidd Chewley?
No.
Don't you want to show your support for me?
Yeah, man, we're having a shit in.
I know, and I feel bad that I'm leaving the show because I got to take a shit, but it's gonna be. I gotta go.
All right, just say you're sorry and leave.
I love you guys.
See?
I didn't hear an apology. But
I didn't hear it either. No. I did not hear a sincere apology. How?
you hear that, everybody? He's not sorry.
I mean, you get the inside of your gut scraped, and they pull a bunch of tumors and lesions out and staple you back up and shoot you up with all kinds of meds. The least you can do is do time for the show. Talk about embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for the audience. That was,
you know what?
That was uncalled for.
If that surgeon removed his colon or his heart. Because he showed no remorse. No remorse. He was not. I even told him to apologize and he refused. That's like an attack.
Old stone cold peas, they call him.
Oh, fuck. I know I'm not in the mood to apologize. And you're playing Mario Kart, so I think the listeners are just going to have to take this one on the chin.
Oh, man. I think they've earned this one.
Yeah,
I'm not playing Mario Kart anymore. I went and started smoking cigarettes.
Fuck the listeners, man. Yeah,
Yeah, what do they know?
Why do we have to apologize every show? Can't they take one? They can take an L one time.
Yeah. It's only been 6.5 months.
All right. Now, you hear that? You hear that, viewers? Fuck you. Ah. Man, that felt good, actually.
Yeah. Oh, man. We could have started that like 150 episodes ago. But now I guess the tradition is broken. The tradition is broken. It's all over now. This is it. This is the death of time for the show.
I know. I think next week we're just going to have to do a straight hour of Peas apologizing, just to make up for this.
And next time we'll have him move his studio into the bathroom, where he can just stay on the toilet for the duration of the entire show. That would be the best way to do it.
First of all, shitting your pants is
when
not
it
that
comes
bad.
to when it comes to shitting on the air, listen to Time for the Show.
Should have called it Time for the Shit from the beginning.
Oh man, that would have been clever. I'd have to change the RSS feed though. It's not worth it.
So what's this? According to these notes you shot over to me, you were supposed to take me to Subgenius Court about something.
Yeah, I believe the idea was a topic was going to be given, and like Peas would have to argue for it or against it, and then I would argue the counterpoint, and then we would be appealing to you, and you would decide who would win Subgenius Court.
Oh, well, I think we just teased that for next week. Yeah, everybody. Next week on Time for the Show, there's going to be Subgenius Court, the first ever. I guess this is the debut of that. Bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost like that. I was so excited about the prospect of doing Time for the Show that I wrote up a whole bunch of notes and bits to do it, and we didn't even get to them. It's just like Time for the Show. Nothing's changed. We're still as good as we ever was.
Yeah, there's a whole list of proving grounds here.
Well, we can go through some proving grounds, you and me. You haven't read them yet, right?
I have not read them yet.
They're kind of fresh. Oh, I read them. I wrote these. I usually have Aster 6, our producer, choose the headlines out, and so that way I don't see them until it's time to do them.
Yeah, you know what?
Then, I probably don't have anything clever for them anyway. We could run through a couple of them.
Yeah. Because there's nothing on Free Think after time for the show, right? Are we bumping into something?
You had me at nothing on Free Think.
I don't remember if something happens at 11. Well, fuck. We're gonna go a little long.
It's time for the show, motherfuckers.
It's only been a little while, but
all rights and access are conceded. We have complete control. I mean, this is time. This is the legendary freethinkradio.com internet broadcast of the ages. This is time for the show, Fidd Chewley. It's the most important thing to happen on e-streaming virtual data platforms since Og Vorbis.
Yeah, well, I was acting like a podcasting tough guy when I said fuck it, but then I secretly typed Dr. Ellis a message and said, Are we going to get in trouble if we go past 11? Are you... So, I don't fucking anything comes in.
Brown noser.
We used to do 2 hours. So yeah, fuck it. Let's get into some of these,
We used to do more than 2 hours.
Yeah. A little bit of proving grounds. How does this bit work again, Fox?
So you read the headline and then we try to come up with something stupid to say about it.
Okay. I don't know how I'm going to come up with anything stupid to say. It's, Oh, fuck. Where's my... Alright. Alright, and yeah, I haven't read them yet. I have not. And, alright, Proving Grounds. Number 1. Headline. Rattlesnake found in ball dispenser. Wow. I think the part of my brain that knows how to read just turned into a pumpkin. Rattlesnake found in ball dispenser at Arizona driving range.
Man's penis not likely to survive. Excuse me, person's penis.
Yeah, you don't know if that penis was on a woman or not. California girl issued an official license to keep a pet unicorn.
Child's parents concerned about polyamorous lifestyle.
Alright, yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just shitting all over you this episode. I don't know. Sorry, bro.
Time for the show.
I apologize, actually. Malaysian. Just gonna realize I'm being kind of a dick to you for the last hour.
Man, you should listen to some of the old episodes. Have you never heard Time for the Show before?
You know what? I developed this weird, I all of a sudden can't stand myself. Like, watching video of me and listening to audio of me, I cringe so fucking hard.
Yeah, well, I'm editing a movie full of you. How do you think I feel?
I've seen the dailies. Fox and Cosmac are releasing pre-edits to a secret folder that we have, and I've been watching them. Actually, I streamed them up to the TV screen to actually see it on a TV screen, which was pretty cool. But actually, I've been pleasantly surprised, to be honest. The cringe factor is high.
It's coming out pretty good for what it
actually is really coming together for what it is. Disclaimer, but it's been entertaining. I'm just saying that to whet the whistles of the viewers a little bit.
If we find it entertaining, that's good enough for us. Then what does it matter? Well, we got a few laughs out of it.
All right,
fuck everybody else. If you don't watch the movie.
Yeah, don't think, don't watch. Don't listen.
.com.
Malaysian puzzle solver breaks Mr. Potato Head world record.
Spends 7 hours in ICU.
I'll give it a 4.2.
I imagine him swallowing Mr. Potato Head's whole, and I couldn't think of a better way to convey that.
I'm just keeping up my streak of shitting on you. You know why? It's because I'm hungover, and I'm taking it out on you, bro. Okay, I appreciate it because it is helping.
Just maintain.
Oh, this one is its own reaction. Iguana wanders into Florida substation, causes large-scale outage. That one's already done.
So sometimes they just write themselves.
More than 900 Santas participate in 13th annual run in Germany. Is that a real headline, or you just...
They're all real headlines. They are all real headlines. Oh man, I had something for this earlier when I did read it, and now I've forgotten it. So I'm playing fair.
899 of them were black. How about that? We'll just go with that.
Where did the other one place in the race?
I think we all know. Dog accidentally sent through X-ray tunnel at Wisconsin airport. I saw that one.
TSA agent confused at oddly shaped dildo. This is a live one. Well, if it's not a dog, stick it up your ass.
Prove it's not a dog.
Here, let me
blind horse. First. I felt like I was gonna go in a Brittany Griner direction, but I couldn't tie it up at the other side.
Which one's Brittany Griner?
She's the the famous athlete, WNBA star.
Oh, yes, correct. Oh, yeah, I forgot to take my drugs out of my bag before going to Russia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say I forgot to take my drugs out of my bag before I go to some shithole country, but I just said Russia. Because that was the first thing I associated.
Slipped right out of your mouth when you tried to say shithole country. Whoops. Yeah,
they're nice guys. Love jeans. They love blue jeans.
Blind horse breaks 3 Guinness World Records in Oregon.
Repairs estimated at $500.
I was...
As he broke them. You couldn't see where he was going.
I was going to say I didn't know the Guinness Book of World Records kept track of orgies.
Well, they had to take out everything about eating food, so they just added in like fist fucking merits and stuff like that.
The reason why that's not a good joke is it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that he's blind. That would have made it. That would have brought it home. If there
That's
was some...
what I got mine. Repairs at $500.
Yeah.
He couldn't see where he was going. That's my favorite part of the joke, where I explain it.
The French baguette. And again, these are all real headlines. Jesus fucking Christ, this is depressing. I thought we wanted to end on a happy note. The French baguette gets UN World Heritage status. Yeah. It's the first time that something French has gotten World Heritage status since the surrender flag. No?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of. I mean, it's on my level. I appreciate it. I mean, there's nothing funnier than the truth.
Yeah, maybe I should mute myself.
I was working on something with like a crusty Frenchman. I was very focused on crust. And so yeah, French baguette. We could just shorten that, right? We don't need all those syllables. We could probably drop one. We could take like the first letter of the first word and then the last letters of the other word. Combine them somehow. French and baguette.
You're a fucking genius.
We could have like a word that we could use to refer exclusively to this particular baked product.
Gaslighting is Merriam-Webster's word of the year for 2022.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not a real headline. You made that up. I asked you if these are real headlines. You lied to me. You're a bad person.
I'm just living up to the expectations of co-host.
Thai temple left without any monks after they all failed drug test. Wait, this is your headline. You didn't even preload one just in case?
Pretty sure I did with like the rattlesnake in the ball dispenser. That one I had ready.
Thai monks all fired for failing drug tests. All right, what do you think, chat? We're going to throw it to the chat.
You do it.
You guys do it. Hey, this is your chance to participate in the Proving Grounds. Let us know your submission for Thai temple left without any monks after they all failed drug tests. Send them in now! You'll get a chance. You'll be entered for a chance to win a free pair of Time for the Show moccasins. So, yep.
Hand stitched by native Floridians.
We'll let them send those in, and
doing the new open toe moccasin. Kids love them.
And then you know what it says in the notes after that? That was the Proving Grounds. It says Pease's apologies, and what the fuck, man? Right? Fucking
yeah,
Pease.
like what are we supposed to do? I'm not apologizing. I didn't.
I'm not going to do it.
I'm not in charge this week.
Oh, wait, so you're saying that by the chain of succession that I'm legally obligated to apologize this week just because I'm the one running the board?
No, all I'm saying is that Pease is in charge.
Well,
and he's not here, so neither of us are.
Well, when I am the dictator of the world, Pease will be my vice president in charge of handsomeness, but he's not going to have all the power.
Chief Handsome?
You know, I'm tempted to divulge the real meaning of handsome as it pertains to Pease, but I don't know, because you can't unring that bell. I don't know if I should let it out there. Everybody has started calling him handsome, and only I know the joke. And so it's hilarious to me that they all do that. And I'm the one.
Don't forget, in the viewer poll, he was voted most handsome.
Oh, so his handsomeness is only outpaced by his handsomeness.
Correct.
Okay.
But only by like a margin of like 8.2% though.
I almost just drank out of this beer bottle that had a cigarette in it. Oh, that was close.
What stopped you?
That was close. It hit my teeth.
It's that's the poor man's worm in the bottle of the tequila is the cigarette butt at the bottom of the Budweiser.
I had no idea. I put it in there. Oh, fuck.
And now you're drinking Budweisers. When am I finally gonna win you over to the fantastic world of light beers?
Well, here's the problem with that.
When are we gonna crack open cold case of them Miller L's?
No. First of all, that's the worst. Of all of the light beers, Miller Lite is the worst one. It's the worst one. You know why? Because
Says the guy who doesn't drink light beers.
Their whole campaign was Miller Lite, more taste, less filling.
Great taste.
And so the thing is, like, a Bud Light, I don't like it, but I can drink it because it doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like fucking water. It tastes like a fucking seltzer, like without any flavoring to it. That's why I don't like it, but it's easy to drink because there's nothing to it. Miller Lite tried to flavor their shit up somehow with some artificial shit because their whole campaign was more taste. But guess what? A fucking dog turd has more taste than a piece of cauliflower. That doesn't mean I'd rather eat the dog turd. So that's why Miller Lite is the worst. They tried too hard, and it's the worst. Second of all, the Bud bottle. You know I only drink out of bottles. I don't drink out of the fucking cans. The Bud bottle has the twisty cap, as opposed to the Stellas and the fucking Heinekens I'm accustomed to, where you gotta pop that shit. The twisty cap.
You don't even have to earn your beer.
You don't even have to earn it. You don't have to look like a pussy for not knowing how to do that thing with the lighter that pops the bottle top
and
off.
I would assume, because that's what I do. I make an ass out of you, and me, I laugh. I would assume that it would work just fine. I forgot what we were talking about. My wife has Super Mario speedruns on the TV. I got distracted by balls.
Oh, we were talking about I almost took a hit on
talking about
a bottle that had a cigarette in it.
Cigarette in it, that's right. And I was talking about how you are a charlatan and earning your beer. So I would imagine, because that's what you do, is you imagine and you believe that when you pop the bottle cap off of the beer, it tastes better. But after that's become so standard, when you get to the Budweiser bottle and you release it with minimal effort, and you can immediately start, quote, enjoying, end quote, your Budweiser flavored beverage. It's does that make it taste better after years of twisting off parts of your Bic lighters and damaging the ends of your countertops and cutting up your hands? Did the Budweiser taste better when all you had to do was twist off the top?
Well, here's the deal. It's like I live by myself, so when I'm popping those tops off, when I'm going down to Pop City and I'm doing all these amazing ways that I'm popping the bottles off, there's nobody there to witness it. Now, look, if I'm out at a bar, and there's a female of the girl persuasion there, and I want to look like hot shit, I will definitely order a Heineken, so that way I can pop that motherfucker off right in front of her, and she needs a mop because her panties get so wet. Like they need to put like fucking sawdust on the floor underneath where she was standing when she sees me do that. So it's not that it's more satisfying, it's just like, who am I trying to impress? When I'm home by myself, like, so yeah, I go with the twisty.
You do now.
I do now. I do now. I guess I'm just getting old. You know?
You've learned a lot in your time. What's the most valuable piece of information you think you've picked up since you realized you got old? Because now you're filling with wisdom. What's the best piece of wisdom that you have encountered now that you have entered your early decrepancy?
Fuck it. That's it. Fuck it.
You're not gonna tell me?
No, that is it. That is the ultimate wisdom. Fuck it. Or maybe it's the second ultimate wisdom.
You couldn't even tell me like which Street Fighter game was the best?
Ah, no, I didn't play that shit, man. They didn't have fatalities. I mean, come on. What kind of a fun children's toy would it be if you couldn't rip a dude's intestines out and then hang him by his neck, by his own intestines? You know?
Which Marvel versus Capcom was the best? Which Banjo-Kazooie was the best?
That one where Banjo ripped out Kazooie's intestines and then hung him with them.
I believe you hanged him with them. That's my blind eye. People that say hung instead of, which is incorrect. They say hung, you know, like a big floppy dick, because that's all that courses through their pulsating head meats. You could barely call a brain. Just big, wiggly dicks. .com.
Well, the show notes that you sent me did say that we each needed 2 blind eyes. So, I think you're good now. Bees only did 1.
Yeah. Do you have your second blind eye?
Yeah, I'll do a second blind eye. This is actually one that I do twice a year. And it's the people whose mind is blown when the clock changes and it looks different out at 5:30 than it did yesterday. And they are so excited to tell you about how crazy it is that yesterday at 5:30 was daytime out, and now it's like dark. It's like it's 6:30 or something.
The media cycle around daylight saving time is just nature's school shootings. That's all it is. That's all you see for 2 weeks. Legislation will be passed to end daylight saving time. And then there will be that one guy who will come in and say, what's wrong with daylight savings time? And then 40 other people come in and say, you stupid moron, you fool of an idiot, it's daylight saving time, you plebe. Don't you read your handbook? That's my third blind eye. I even have a fourth blind eye. You want another one?
Well, hold on. I'm still not finished with the daylight savings people. Because there's 2 things. There's 2 reasons that this should not be a mystical experience. That it's dark at 5:30 and yesterday it was light at 5:30 for 2 reasons. First of all, in a lot of cases, these are full-grown adults who've experienced this twice a year from the time they were born. So if you're 40, you've gone through 80 of these things. And I'll even chop off the first 10 for memory. You know, that still leaves you at fucking 70 of them. Well, 60 of them. But, so you shouldn't be amazed for that reason. You've seen it happen twice a year, every single time of year, the same time. But then the second reason, and this was a little bit more true in the past than it is today, but you were the one that fucking set your clock back!
.com.
You actually did that. Because look, any day of the year, I could just take the watch on my wrist and I could set it to 3 a.m. when it's noon, and then walk outside and go, "Oh my God, the clock says it's 3 a.m., but the sun's out. What the heck? What the heck? Hey, check this out. Look at my watch, okay? It says 3 a.m. Hey, look at that. The sun's out. What is that?" It's like, yeah, the reason it didn't get dark earlier. Don't you remember fucking 11 hours ago that you changed the time on the clock on purpose to make it say something that it wasn't? Remember that? Yeah. Okay. All right, just checking. So, yeah, I don't think there's enough planes. There aren't enough commercial planes in the world for Al-Qaeda to fly into all of these people. So I think I want to round them up. I want to have like a convention for people that are amazed that it looks different outside at 5:30 than it did yesterday, just to get them all in one place. And then maybe, I'll send a couple 747s in there. Well, I want Al-Qaeda, Will. I mean, we getting there, right? It's not me. That's why it's a blind eye. I would look the other way if they happen to be listening and happen to be taking notes and happen to do that.
This is not a call to action.
Thank you.
It's barely a reasonable suggestion. It's hardly even funny.
Remember when O.J. Simpson wrote that book called If I Actually Did It? This is like that. It wasn't an admission of guilt. I mean, this is not a call to action. We're just saying I would personally look the other way. I'm just saying if I was a juror in this case, I would vote not guilty. But I would never encourage anybody to do this thing that would make me so very happy for Christmas. Christmas is coming up. I would never do that. All right, who's your fourth blind eye?
So, Asian women.
Oh, yeah, because they're all dudes, right? I don't think they have women. I think they just have, like, cisgendered males and lady boys. Do they actually have women?
And yet they're vastly overpopulated.
Well, they
figured it out. Japan is just nature's Jurassic Park. Life found a way, and somehow Japan. We're gonna send Jeff Goldblum to Japan, and we're gonna ask him to figure it out.
That's true. Did you know a Japanese guy can't see you if you don't move? I'm not going to say why. That would be racist.
I was going to say earlier regarding Asian women, what is it that they're all looking at?
Yeah, why don't they just get some sunglasses? Seriously. What are all such bad drivers?
Oh, my wife is sitting next to me, and she can't hear the half of this conversation, but she can hear half of it, and she gave me a look as I was laughing like a goon.
Out of context.
That's the best. Fair. That's the best way to listen to Time for the Show, is completely out of context.
When did we ever have a fucking context?
So you only get half of the racism.
Was it the good half?
There's a deficit. It's a racism deficit in how she experiences Time for the Show. But it's okay. I double up on the sexism.
I think we covered all our bases.
This is my wife, Misogyny. How are you? That's a great church.
There's no way that hasn't been taken yet.
Has no one done Misogyny yet?
I guarantee there's been at least 4 of them.
You find somebody that identifies as a woman and buy them a membership, but tell them that you've picked their name out for them. Do it now. And make sure it's a woman, because that'll make the joke funnier. Only because I have to say that.
Well, now is the best time to do it because the Subgenius membership packets are under Black Friday sales.
I wish I had money. I'd do it. There's new stuff in there. Fidd Chewley and I went to Subgenius headquarters. We went to the office. We saw where Reverend's staying. We ate a meal. Princess, we cooked us a meal and we ate it at the table that membership packs are assembled on, and then got a tour of all of the bathrooms in Stang Manor. And there's those membership packs. He posted a picture of them a few weeks ago. There's stuff in there that I don't have. And it's not like he just sends them to me. He's like, yeah, here's a fresh one for you. Because you're such a good, handsome boy and so loyal to the cause. Here's an update on your membership packet so you can see what's going on when you tell everybody. Nope, I buy them. He makes me do it. No deals. That's what he tells me. No deals. What? And I don't blame him. It's like if somebody heard, Dr. Fox got a free membership pack from the Church of the Subgenius, well, then everyone would want to be as handsome as me, and we can't have that.
Well, you know what? If you catch him in a good mood, and the only reason you're buying a new packet is because you lost your card, I think he might slide you. You might get lucky. He might slide you a cheaper deal for just the card.
Oh yeah, well I don't know if he still does it, but you could send him a couple bucks just in a self-addressed stamped envelope and just say, I need a new card. I actually have, it's not I don't know if it's my first or my second. I have to look, but I think I've had my same card this entire time, and pretty sure if this isn't my first one, it's my second one, but it's a Cleveland Heights card. And that goes for anybody that wants to join Dobbs Cord. Fidd, I know you're not terribly active on the SOCMED these days, but I'm one of the administrators over on Dobbs Cord, which is the Discord that Stang features in the credits of the last hour of Slack episode that he produced. And we get new users every week, and what's really neat is to come in, anybody can join the server, but you can't access several of the rooms or some of the features on the server unless you're registered on the server as an ordained member of the Church of the Subgenius. And we have the support channel, and people have posted pictures of their membership cards to the support channel to verify that they are members. And it is so cool because people have cards that date back, to like the original Dallas P.O. box, and they're all beat up and they've got crazy writing on them and crap like that. It's really neat from an archival perspective to see all these membership cards from the past 75 years of the Church of the Subgenius.
Yeah,
check out Dobbs Cord. You can get there from subgeniuses.com.
Send a picture of your ordainment card. You're fucking in.
Yeah, it's that easy, and we've got a lot of users. It's really just a couple of people that do all the chatting, so it's just like Subgenius IRC. But yeah, there's some funny knuckleheads over there.
I do have a regret about when me and Cosmac went up there. Reason being was because it was part of shooting the movie. It was on the way to see Peas in Vegas. And as a lot of people know, Stang has a huge plot of land with dinosaur tracks and cliffs and rocks and dry riverbeds. And it's really fucking spectacular. And so he let us use that to film some of the scenes of the movie, and even did a special appearance cameo. I wouldn't call it a cameo because he didn't play himself, but But yeah,
he has a part. He has a part in the movie. He's going to be in the movie as a character.
So not only did we get that, luckily he was on the way, and so it was kind of a no-brainer, especially considering the really unique landscape that he has. But yeah, when we got the tour of the house and we went in the office, the sub-genius office, which looks like it's still fucking 1984 in there, like just green and wood grain and old fucking like in out boxes for papers on a bunch of desks and stuff, and then in there too there was a bathroom in the office.
Yeah, and I
saw
the executive suite.
Toilet. I saw the extra meditation chamber in the subgenius office. I saw that toilet and I said, "Oh yeah, you're mine. You're mine. I am going to shit into you. I don't have to shit right now, and I can't tell you when I will, but it's coming. So you better sleep with your fucking lid open tonight, because I'm coming for you." And
it turned out you didn't shit for another 4 days until you were in an alley in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I promised myself I was going to shit in that toilet, and regrettably, yeah, I ended up just shitting my pants.
Being in the desert was a surreal experience. When I forget exactly how it happened and who said what, but it was the realization of what was going on out there, just being in that environment. And it was October, so it wasn't even at its hottest, but it's still just dry. It's ridiculous. And we came from Florida, and I remember drinking like my second or third bottle of water while we're out on the set, y'all. And I believe I said to you, Fidd, I can't believe I've already gone through 3 bottles of water. And you stated, yeah, and when was the last time you peed? And that's when I had realized that I had drank 3 bottles of water and I hadn't pissed. Like, the desert was literally soaking up every amount of moisture in our bodies, was just pulling it through. It was insane. When I finally did go piss, it was done in like 5 to 6 seconds. There was like nothing left. There might have been more if I was drinking Pepsi Pilks.
You have reached Marriott
But no, nay, 9. But we filmed in the deserts. we went all across the country.
Well, according to Pease,
filmed a movie.
That is the reason that I shit myself, because for the same reason you're talking about, you keep drinking water and it just evaporates in your body and you never actually piss. He said it was because I woke up, I was hungover, and so I slammed a Red Bull and a vitamin water back to back. I just fucking down the hatch. And then he told me later that because it's so dry out there, that my body just treated that like I just ate like a shitload of food.
And any food that's been sitting in you without any moisture in it is going to come with that.
Yeah, it's just gonna open up
You're gonna flush you out.
Yeah, it's just gonna open Pandora's anus. And once Pandora's anus is opened, it cannot be closed.
The anus boros.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, the best part about it was we had just arrived on the location that we were going to film. Cosmac and Fox are unloading the van when my tummy grumbles, and I just start going and fucking Fox or Cosmac, one of them's like, "Are you okay, man?" And I started walking away as if, like, you know, when you have to shit yourself so you don't bend your knees when you walk, like you're on stilts. I just started doing that walk, the fucking peg leg walk, away from you guys. Like, yeah, I'm good. And I was looking for an alley. We were in a residential neighborhood. I found an alley, turned the corner, dropped trowel, put my back up against the wall, and as soon as I do that and am getting the rest of my shit out that hadn't gone into my pants, I look over to my right, and there's a fucking Karen in her Ford Windstar picking up her 8 and 10-year-old daughters from soccer practice. And she's like, get in the van, get in the van. And I'm like, I didn't look, it's not, I drank a Red Bull and a vitamin water, No, it was too late. Because again, you cannot close Pandora's anus once you open it. It was just happening. And to make it even worse, everything out there, because it's the desert, like the pavement is fucking white. You know, everything is white and tan and like bright colors. So the shit that I dropped on that pavement in that alley, it definitely stood out. Definitely very, very white pavement on a very sunny day. There's not a cloud in the sky there. It's the desert. But, yeah. I'm kind of scared to go back to the desert. I think I might have, like, my asshole might be traumatized. It might try to shit myself, like, as soon as we get there. You know what I mean? It's like bringing your dog to the vet. It starts to freak out when you get in the parking lot. You know what I mean? I think my asshole might do that if I ever go back to Vegas. I think Peace is going to have to visit me if we want to hang out.
We're both gonna shit in his pants. So you were being, I heard you say that when we were out there, but there was like a mom picking up her kids that saw you shitting in an alley.
Yeah, she was a total Karen-looking bitch in a Ford Windstar, and she's picking up her kids from soccer practice, and it was too late. I was just like, hey, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you're just going to have to witness this. Like, nothing I can do at this point. Luckily, we got out of there pretty quick because I walked back to you guys and I said, hey, fellas, and I waddle back over to you. I have white pants on.
Well, you made a sound and then came around the, like you sounded and looked like a wounded giraffe. The way you were walking, like with your stilt legs, and you had bellowed, and so you were waddling back to the van, and I immediately got out my camera. So we have the post shit interview. So I do have a video of the post shit interview, and then we have the bonus content that happened later that I don't want to disclose because it's so miraculous.
I did watch that, and it's the best. Actually, the ending is the best. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I kind of, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold out, and I'm going to put it at the end of the movie. It's going to be the post-credits scene. This will be the post-credits scene at the end of the movie. So if you want to see this, you're going to have to watch. You're at least going to have to download the movie and skip 99% of it.
No, we're going to disable the fast forward feature. They have to watch the whole thing. And they're going to on the remote every 15 minutes. It says, "Are you still watching?
Are you still watching?"
Watch the whole thing to see Fidd Chewley shit himself. Press OK within 5 seconds, so you're going to start from the beginning again. Yeah, well, you know what? I feel like she might have called the cops, which at that point would have been the second time that I got the cops called on us during the filming of the movie.
Yeah. I don't have footage. I don't have footage of that, but good Lord, was I? Oh man, I think we were on what, day 2?
Day 2, Mississippi,
and we wanted to. Several of us wanted to beat the hell out of each other I won't point
Which
you
we didn't
fingers.
think was going to happen until at least day 4. But
We
it
didn't
turned
make
out it happened on day 2.
Day 2.
Which now we know for next time.
Yeah, which we'll have to figure out how to incorporate all of these fantastic stories into like the whole movie experience. You know, we're definitely gonna have to make a DVD or a Blu-ray.
Oh, there's going to be an audio commentary.
There's gonna be at least 2 audio commentaries, and then there's going to be behind the scenes featurettes, and there will be bloopers and outtakes. And yeah, there's enough that we have filmed. This is going to be fantastic. It's looking good, but it's been slow on my end. It's my fault. I've been slow, so I gotta pick back up, and I gotta do more of this movie editing. But I'm thankful for Pease for being in the film. I'm thankful for Fidd for coming along on the ridiculous trip, and Dr. Cosmac put his heart into every moment of the film, and he's still working on bits too. He's doing special effects stuff, which I'm not going to reveal because this is going to be great. I'm enjoying it, and that's really, I think that's more than what I could hope for. If I'm enjoying it, it's worth it to me. So if you don't like the movie, that's on you. Go back to Johnny Depp. Maybe go watch him shit his pants or something. I don't know. What does he do? He shits the bed? I forget. All right. My wife has put on Craig Ferguson, indicating that she is ready for someone else to make her laugh late at night. So I guess that's my cue to sign off from my end of timefortheshow.com. Thanks for running the show tonight, Fidd. I appreciate you putting all the computer bullshit together and doing the settings. Trust me, I understand completely. That is a frustrating process to do a live show, especially the way that it's set up, the way that we do it. And while plenty of people will tell you that it's not that hard and it's pretty easy to do, it is. You have to know what you're doing. And a lot of people will never realize how difficult it is to do something as minimal as just an audio podcast until they do it. So if you don't like Time for the Show, first off, you can't blame me because I didn't run it tonight. But second off, go make your own fucking podcast. I dare you. Go do it. I've done over 202 of these fucking things. There are over 400 hours of Time for the Show. I interviewed Tony Millionaire. I interviewed Mark Hostler. I interviewed Wobbly. Caller 23 and I talked to a woman who believed that she was being gang stalked by Pink Floyd. Fidd Chewley and I have a fight and fall apart on air and recorded. We have episodes where Pease has to navigate Dr. Fox out of the depths of an exploding hypercube. Listen to Time for the Show. We've put a lot of effort into this over the past 5 years. Go back to timefortheshow.com, subscribe to the podcast, and listen to old episodes. You know, find stuff that we did 5 years ago and listen to what we're doing now. It's a completely different thing. And what we've put together out of this over the past 5 fucking years, we're making a movie about it. And what we're doing is worth the time and effort and energy and finances that we pour into this, because we're making something and it's unique and it's different, and we try to be not just ourselves, but we try to do something that is inherently different to the way that other people try to form comedy and programming. We're not like
and
them.
We may have failed to do that so far, but we keep
but we are going to make a movie about it.
We continue to lie to ourselves on your behalf that we're actually achieving our goals, so that you don't have to. So
thanks again, Fidd. I appreciate it.
I think all the viewers owe us a blowjob. I think that's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, you fucking nerds. Under perfectly legal maritime law, my cock is a massive yacht just off the Maldives. And this is far from over. You belong to us. We'll see you next week, losers.
All right. Well, I guess I'll mop up here since I have the board. Thank you, Dr. Fox, and fuck peas. All right. It's all me now. You know, I could just end the show. I could do that. Or it's 11 minutes to midnight. I could just hang on here and keep running my pie hole, and all of you have to listen. You are legally obligated to listen to me. It is actually against the laws of physics for you to not listen to me right now. And do you have anything important to say, Fidd Chewley? You ask? The answer is no. I am doing the end of the show sound check. I'm just running my pie hole as I check in with the stream to make sure everything sounded balanced tonight in such a way that would not offend your ear hole, located on each and every side of your head. And actually, it sounds good to me. Alright, fuck it. I'm not going to go for an extra 10 minutes. Just wrap it up. This has been the comeback episode of Time for the Show, streamed live on Free Think Radio. We will be back next week. We will resume doing regular show because now I have figured out the setup on my end. I'm able to stream. The only thing I wasn't able to do is set up the soundboard, but I'm going to figure that out next week. But fear not, faithful Time for the Show listeners, we are going to get back on that weekly rotation next Monday and the Monday after that, and every Monday until you finally die, at which point we will have accomplished our mission. Thank you, Reverand Peas, even though you ducked out 50 minutes in and did not apologize. We're going to get back to that next week, viewers, because you're going to want to hear Peas explain himself next week for ditching out on us and then not apologizing. You're also going to want to tune in next week. That's Monday, 10 p.m. on freethinkradio.com Eastern Standard Time, because we're going to get into our new bit, Subgenius Court. So this was in the show notes for tonight that Fox sent me. We didn't get around to it. So I guess me and Fox and Peas are going to figure that one out. And we're going to have the debut of Subgenius Court. Actually, we could combine those two ideas, right? Peas left the show early tonight. He didn't apologize. Yeah. I think we're going to have to take him to Subgenius Court next week. You're definitely going to want to hear that. Peas as the defendant. Me and Fox will figure out which one of us is the DA and the judge, and we're going to take him to task. Good times. And of course, the usual bits. Thank you, Dr. Fox, for playing Mario Kart during the show, and also leaving it completely up to me to run the board. Thank you, me, for setting up the mix stream and figuring out how to get all this shit together. You guys will let me know in the chat if the mix sounds off. But, yeah, I don't know. Not bad, considering that I woke up hungover an hour before the show and didn't have any of this set up. And, of course, thank you to the HMFIC of freethinkradio.com, Dr. Ellis, and of course, the secretly running FTR behind the scenes, Martha Artha, for not firing time for the show after we didn't show up for months and months and months. And they said, you know what? Your job here is safe. Don't worry about it. Take all the time you need, okay? We're gonna hold your slot for you guys. We got you. They're not bad for a couple of Canadians. So thank you to them. And with that, I will release you back to the regularly scheduled Free Think Radio programming.
Proposed setting up a safe zone within PR News.